You pressed start.
Yeah, it's recording now.
All right. So thank you so much for having me here today. I appreciate the invite. Um, my name is BUGENDAGE Ann. Professionally, I'm a cost controller. I work with Marriott. And I'm also the co-founder of All for Love charity, a foundation that we started in 2023. I started this foundation with a friend of mine. She's a very good friend of mine. We've been friends for more than, I'd say, 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
Did you meet at school or what?
Yes, we met in senior one. We both went to St. Joseph's SS Nagalama. And we did have a lot in common. So we became very, very close. When we finished high school, we share the same birth month. So when we finished high school, we wanted to celebrate our birthdays together. And we thought it would be wise if we gave back to society. So we organized the birthday charitable event with Bless a Child Foundation. This foundation is found along Sapolo Kagwa Road. So we made a flyer, we passed the message around, we let people know. People actually came out and contributed. People were very supportive. And we went and visited this foundation. So Bless a Child Foundation is a cancer care home. You know, there's children living with cancer. So what they do, they transfer children who are slightly better and they take them to these homes so that it creates enough space for people in the hospital. So we had children. Each child is assigned to a guardian. It could be a parent, a sibling, a sister. So they sleep, the child and the guardian, they share one bed. So we went to this home and it really left a very huge impact on us. We felt the need to continue doing this. We felt the need to continue doing more. We learned a lot from it, and that is how we started this foundation. Since then, we've organized two charities. One at the Cancer Institute, the Uganda Cancer Institute, and the other at Love Foundation Uganda. This one is in Mukono. Of all these three charities, I think the hardest for me was the one at the Uganda Cancer Institute.
So, before even we start getting to the charities you've done, and some of the things are quite interesting. So you started a charity foundation while you were still students or
Yes.
after school?
We were both students. She's actually still a student. She's a law student at UCU. But I was a student at Makerere University Business School. So that is when we started all this.
So, most people around that age, when they're in the university studying, they have different ambitions, different things to do, most especially when they're still at campus. Most of them are actually trying to have fun, trying to do plenty of things to themselves. Basically, I think at that age, it's all about having fun, experiencing things, things that are related to self, like fun most times. How do you sit up and then start getting such ideas of starting a charity foundation? You're very young at that age, I would assume.
Yes. For me personally, it's from experience. I have lost loved ones to cancer, more than one. And I know what it takes to lose a loved one to such a disease. So I thought, what better way to celebrate life than to give back to people that I can relate to. Actually, for me, charity or giving back didn't start from there. At home, within the community, I have a family that I know that I had started blessing during the festive season. It could be Easter, it could be Christmas, and I would reach out. I collect whatever I have, clothes, old books, and I take them to these
So this was a family that you randomly knew, or it's a family that you are related to?
No, not really. It's a family I randomly knew. I saw these people every day. They live within our community. So I saw these people every day and I saw what they go through. You can imagine seven children and their two parents in a one-bedroom house. They would even personally reach out to me sometimes and when they're challenged with food, basic needs.
And by then you were still a student,
By then, I was actually still in high school.
high school,
Yes.
and you had the need of giving back.
Yes, I just felt that need. It's for me, it's more like living out my values. I feel like that's how I live out my values. I feel fulfilled when I do things like this. So I reached out to this family. I started blessing them. The joy, the smiles. When they see you, they're excited. So charity didn't start from then when we started the foundation. For me, it's who
She had
who I
already
am.
been
Yes.
from way back.
Yes. So the foundation was just maybe the bigger picture. So yes, we've been doing this together with Sharon since 2023. It's not easy. It's really not easy getting people on board, but I've had people push me. I've had people encourage me. I've had people see the biggest picture. That's my dad. My dad really pushed me. There are times where he would see I've taken long without organizing an event, and he reminds me, he's like, Anna, you have charity.
What's happening? Why are you not organizing charities
Yes,
anymore?
yes. And even when I would want to keep it simple, he would always tell me, no, go as far as you can, create awareness. You know, don't keep it that simple. He encouraged me to try and reach out to as many people as I could. So that's something that I'm trying to do.
So
doing.
basically, giving back is not the whole big thing about like organizing marathons, charities. It could be anything. Let's say giving out clothes,
Yes,
food,
yes. Even showing up. Showing up
showing up.
matters.
Okay.
Just coming, like joining the team and just showing up. You don't have to have given us food or clothes, just showing up. I witnessed something at the Uganda Cancer Institute where someone that I went with, a colleague, just sat by a patient and just talked to this person. And you could see that just us being there, not even having things to offer, but just them knowing that there's people outside there that actually care, people that are concerned, people that are going to give them the support they need emotionally. It's really important to just show up. Not everybody that comes with us or joins us has given. Some are just coming to give us that support, to give those patients emotional support, even prayer. Some people come to put these patients through prayer. And you can see the patients, by the time we leave, they actually don't want you to leave. By the time we leave, some are smiling, some are overwhelmed, some are in tears, because now they are going back to reality, to being by themselves and their guardians.
I think what most people know about charity is they think it's all about money.
Not
It's all
sure.
about giving money. So, according to what you're saying, charity is about everything. Even
Yes.
being there
Being there
is
is
charity.
Prayer is
Dedicating your
charity.
time, prayers, giving whatever you can give. It doesn't have to be money, right?
Yes, I don't know why people think it's always money. There's people that offer clothes, there's people that offer prayer, there's people that offer food. So it's not always the money. It's not always the money. We even have organizations that will give you a list of what they'll need. We'll need toiletries for the children. We'll need toys. We'll need scholastic materials. Some of these organizations will not even have money on the list. It's just they'll need items. So it's not about the money.
So it's about anything you can give
Yes,
to
anything
someone
you
else.
can give. Yes, as long as it's within what they'll need, you can offer. It's not about the money. You don't have to have money to give back. It's not that's not how it is.
So now your charity is now basically it's all about supporting cancer patients, right?
Yes.
At the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about that. How do you organize such events?
All right. So we usually organize these events within September. Why we choose September? We started this as a birthday event, and we both were born in September, so we kept it that way. We've only had one exception where we organized a charity event during Easter. Same thing. Easter, by the time we're still at campus, and of course, during Easter, we are still within the semester. So we thought, how would we celebrate Easter? So we said, wait, we can give back. That is when we visited Love Foundation Uganda in Mukono. So it's normally festive seasons and September. But at least since 2023, we have had one every September. We have one this September as well, where we are visiting Mikisa Cancer Home. It's a branch of Bless a Child Foundation. It's within Kampala, Makere Chikoni. Yes, on the 13th of September. Yeah.
So what are cancer homes? Like, are these kids that have been abandoned by their parents?
No, not
Or they are
really.
orphans that, I mean, tragically got cancer?
Not really.
Uh,
Cancer homes, like I said, it's a place where they place, I'll focus on the children, where children are taken when they get better, when they have the ability to stay away from hospital. They get these children, they send them to these homes, they attach every child to a guardian, a sister, a mother, a father, to sleep with them, take care of them, help them get dressed, clean. They even teach these children, like they offer them education from these cancer homes. So it's not a place where children are taken if they are abandoned. No, it's not the case. The ones that are in the hospital are the ones that will need that medical assistance there and then.
so cancer homes are basically a home, which is part of a hospital.
Yes.
Okay, so these kids are still under treatment.
Yes,
They
they're
can't go
still-
back home to their parents.
No,
But they do
not
have their
certainly.
parents.
Yes, they have parents, but they receive medication from there.
Okay.
Time and again, they are taken to the hospital, they receive their treatment, they come back. Some receive it from there. It depends on the state of urgency.
Have you ever asked why they cannot just let the kids go back home? And, I mean, live with their parents and then commute from home instead of being in homes like this?
I think it's easier to monitor these children when they stay there
Okay.
than when they go back to their parents. Also, it pushes the parents, to pay more attention, to give more assistance. And I feel like it also motivates these children because you're living within people
Who have almost the
the
same
same,
condition as you.
exactly. So it kind of gives you like you feel much better. But carrying this child and taking them to a community, they could be the only ones with this condition. It's going to be harder for them to fit into the society. But when you have colleagues or friends that you share the condition with, it becomes much easier. Yeah, lighter on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, because I was quite uninformed about such things because I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who don't know such things as well, that there are places like cancer homes where kids are placed. So are these only kids that are placed in cancer home, or there are also cancer homes for adults?
I would say kids because at least the ones that I've visited, I've only seen children. I've only seen children. The only people that are there, they are guardians, older people. But one for adults, I haven't seen. The adults, I saw at the Cancer Institute, Uganda Cancer Institute. And like I said, that was the toughest charity event I ever had because you're going to see patients sleeping on verandas.
Oh, we have heard the stories actually.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
just
yes.
last week, some of the things have been trending.
People are sleeping in tents, people are camping outside, patients battling serious types of cancer. And I think it depends on the pocket.
Okay, so wait, so somebody to be in the Uganda, is it Uganda Cancer Institute?
Yes.
I thought that's a national hospital where people don't have to pay a single coin to go there.
From what I saw, what I observed, it honestly depends on the pocket. That's what I
you
can
get
tell
better
you.
treatment when you have paid something,
Yes.
even when you're not supposed to
You
pay.
access better services when you pay. And the numbers are overwhelming. There are so many people. There are so many people inside there. There are so many people.
Wow.
So many people. That's what I can say. There are too many days. You will see all types and sorts of cancer. That place did not leave me the same. People are battling serious types of cancer. And these are things we can avoid by the lifestyle choices that we make. Yeah, so when you walk in there, you cannot live the same.
I know that must be hard. I've been to Malago, the casualty ward. It's a terrible place to be in.
Yeah,
Believe me,
I
it's
know.
really terrible. And I feel bad when somebody is referred to that place. It's more like it's like a death sentence.
I know.
You know?
I know.
Yeah. And sometimes you can't blame the people that work there. Sometimes you find like there's only like 2 doctors on the shift, 3, and like patients they just keep coming in. every time they're coming in.
I've
know?
also had an interaction with a girl. She was a young girl that had to drop out of school because her mother had cancer and the mother did not have someone to stay with her at the hospital. So she gave up, she paused
To go take care of
education.
the mom.
Yes, but the mother was in a very, very bad state. She had one of the worst cancers that I had seen when I visited that place. She
Oh.
was badly off.
What kind of cancer was it?
She had breast cancer,
Oh.
but it was, she didn't even have to tell me what stage it was. It was bad. It was bad. So seeing things like this just, it leaves an impact on you. You just feel the need, you have the urge to do something. I mean, you cannot cure cancer, but you can assist. Where someone is at 70, you can put 30 to get them at 100. You don't have to cure the disease. You just, like we say for us in our foundation, cancer doesn't define us. So if you can give that 30, you just give that 30. Get the person at 100. Yeah.
Okay, so back to the charity events. How many charity events have you carried out so far since you started?
So far
Specifically for cancer.
we've had specifically for cancer, we've had 2. And the other was not cancer. We just visited an orphanage. That's Love Foundation Uganda in Mukono. And the first one was Bless a Child Foundation. The second one was the Love Foundation, where we visited an orphanage. Now, with the orphanage, it's a bit different because there you're going to find kids that have been rejected, kids that have lost their parents. You'll find kids that have one parent, either the mother or the father. So that one was not really cancer related. Then the one we had at the Uganda Cancer Institute. Yeah. Then maybe this one that we are going to have in September at Mikisa.
So in your experience after carrying out these foundations, you see there is a gap that needs to be filled. What's the state of the charity thing in Uganda? Is it something that actually helps when people do these charity events, or they do it for themselves?
From my own experience, I think it helps.
You sure does that?
It helps because cancer is very expensive. It's very expensive. Most of the families cannot afford it. That is why we have people sleeping on verandas in hospitals. Many people cannot afford that kind of treatment. So when people organize events like this, if it's really intentional, if you as a group, you as a foundation, you organize it and it's very intentional, you're offering support to very many families that cannot afford this kind of treatment. Also, these events, these kinds of events create awareness among people. We as a foundation actually are planning to visit schools and teach girls about cervical cancer. So when we organize events like this, we create awareness. That way, people are actually going to detect cancer earlier and hence increase the survival rates. So I would say for as long as the event is intentional, it helps. And also people that are battling cancer, one thing they really, really struggle with is the emotional burden it comes with. Having cancer comes with a lot of emotional burden. So showing up to hospitals, showing up to cancer homes, it offers a lot of counseling. It offers a lot of support. Someone knows that there's people out there that have me in prayer. There's people out there that are thinking about me. So it lifts that weight off their shoulders as much as possible.
I know you're not a doctor, but you must have interacted with these people that work at Uganda Cancer Institute.
Yes.
You know, I think someone alone knowing that they have cancer already feels like it's a death, like a death sentence, because they know it's not curable, it's not reversible. So basically, when someone tells you that you have cancer, that's it. So I can totally understand why these people need emotional support, or all the support they can get.
But it's not actually the case. We've had people that cure. You know,
Cancer.
it's just early detection.
Oh, so the earlier you detect it,
Yeah.
the better.
The better.
Okay.
It's not always the case that when you have cancer you're going to die. It just depends on when was it detected. If it was detected early, then your chances are still there.
But why aren't these things on TVs and radios where they create awareness? I mean, on a general level, because I see they advertise, they talk about HIV/AIDS, they talk about many other things, malaria. But why isn't cancer there? Because it's a much serious thing. If something,
I feel like it's also
I mean, in your experience, you don't have to answer it in a professional way.
yeah. But I feel like it's a money generating thing. Imagine if we had a cure for cancer. We'll be losing people, doctors and hospitals would be losing a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think
So
it really helps for you to treat someone, even if you're going to get money from them. Either way, they're not going to get better. You know, some of them end up dying, right? Unfortunately.
unfortunately, yeah.
So, I mean, even me myself, why would I spend that money on me when I know, I'm going away anytime soon? I don't see the point.
For me, I think it's just like HIV. I feel like HIV does have a cure. But imagine if we had the cure for HIV, if it was out there, people are going to lose a lot of money. So gatekeeping certain things is how some people are surviving. So maybe people are not fighting cancer and putting it out there and spreading because, well, if something like that happened, there is other people that are also losing money.
But there's also, lots of cancers. There's too many cancers.
Yeah,
that,
there is stomach, there is
stomach
skin,
cancer,
there
skin.
is lung, there is.
It's a lot of things. So I think at some point people also just give up. They'll be like, wow, I mean, what am I supposed to protect? If I protect my skin,
It could be
I
my
still end up
lungs.
with my lungs, things like that. But anyway, so when you visit the Uganda Cancer Institute,
Yes.
what do you think these charity events can do, like to improve the facility? Let me say per event you do. Do you do a thing for the institute or you give direct to people there?
Well, we ask we ask for permission to actually reach out to the patients personally. If we collect items, let me say we collect 200 rolls of toilet paper, we collect food items, we attach every patient to items. We separate these items. It's more like a hamper. We create a hamper for every patient. We know that in your hamper, we've given you toiletries, we've given you, if we have students, we've given you scholastic materials. In there, we've put food. Basically, you get a little bit of everything that has been contributed. So we offer these items to the patients personally. Like, we reach out to the patient, we talk to them, we encourage them, and then we offer them the hamper. So yeah, it's not, we don't offer these items to the institute as an institute, but we offer it to the patients individually. We are given that chance to meet these patients, each like on a personal level.
I'm pretty sure when your foundation gets bigger and starts getting bigger donations,
Yes.
what are your plans then? Would you do you plan on getting something for the Cancer Institute? Let me say those chemo machines. I know they're very expensive,
Very.
but there are other bigger foundations like the Uganda Cancer Run. I'm pretty sure they pull up a lot of funds for that, but I don't know what they do with that fund. I don't know whether they do the same thing, but that one we cannot know. But you, for your foundation, what is the bigger goal that you're looking at
Okay,
when you get bigger donors and
so for us, ours is not to, it's not to get funding to help the Uganda Cancer Institute particularly, but we plan on, just like Bless a Child, create a home for these children, create a shelter, get these children that are battling cancer, because when someone is battling cancer, there's a lot of expenses that come with it. So as a foundation, we would plan to have our own home, where we have people, kids specifically, that are suffering from cancer, that are battling cancer. We offer them the support that we can, and in education, food, shelter, a roof over their heads, all the kind of support that we can offer. That's our plan. And why we choose children and why we choose cancer specifically is, you see, with children, it's the innocence that it comes with. For me, when I see,
they don't know anything else?
they don't know what they're living with, they don't know what they're fighting. So I was touched more by the children. That is why we chose to support children. Then why cancer? Like I said, it's very expensive. I've lost someone to cancer. I know what it comes with. I know how draining it can be. And it was just inevitable for me to learn and want to do more, having seen my loved ones in that situation. So that is why we chose children and we chose cancer. But as a foundation, we plan on like having our own cancer care home and putting children there and giving them hope, letting them know that there's people out there that are going to offer care, resources, education, name it.
That sounds very interesting. Cancer is a very deadly thing,
It
I should
is.
say.
It is.
But and worst of all for kids having cancer. So another question would arise, in your experience.
Yes.
You visited the Uganda Cancer Institute. What type of cancer have you seen that is more into our population,
Um,
or let's say more in children? I'm pretty sure there's one that overlaps the others.
I think the worst cancer I saw among the children, I don't know if it's like something to do with the tongue or the throat,
Is
but
it
you'll see,
esophageal cancer, something like
I
that?
think because you'll see children with something in the mouth, like where that, I don't know if it's under the tongue or it's the tongue that swells, but a really huge swelling in the mouth where this child cannot even talk. It's really big. They end up swelling even in the neck. I don't know what cancer that is, but I've seen it in so many children at the Cancer Institute. Then for the women's ward, for me, it was breast cancer. I saw lots of people that are battling breast. I saw it at its worst. Then for the men, I saw all types and kinds. Of course, I'm not about to see prostate cancer live, but I saw all types and kinds. Maybe the only for the men's ward, the one that's really stuck with me was I saw somebody that had, I don't know what cancer that was, but half the face had been eaten up, and this person just had like a cloth where they had like things pouring out their face. I don't know what cancer that is, but
I know, I
it's
know,
just
I know.
liquid flowing out his face, and he has like a deep hole in his face. I don't know what cancer that was, but that was the worst type I saw, the men's ward. The women's ward, it was breast cancer.
And
It
that's
was
the
bad.
most common you've seen in men.
No, that I saw, and it really stuck with me because I had never seen something like that. But for the men, I can't tell. I can't tell because prostate cancer is not something I'm going to see live. I do know that it's something
Oh,
that they
but
battle with, but it's something I cannot see. Yeah,
but
so
you can tell that, let's say in 5 men you saw at the Uganda Cancer Institute, at least one
I,
of them had prostate cancer.
yes, it's
Okay.
common. That one you're not going to see, but just it's very common among men.
Yeah, I also had a friend who lost a dad to that cancer. He talked about on the face. It said, what I think, ate half of the
Yeah,
dad's face, and you could see the bones inside.
yes, and just liquid flowing out of this person constantly. It's disturbing. It's very disturbing.
So you talked about cancer being a lifestyle thing that can be avoided.
Yes.
In your experience, or with the kind of people you've interacted with, let's say the doctors at the Uganda Cancer Institute, what are some of the things that people do that you think causes cancer? I know
So,
a few, but
surprisingly, when I visited the Uganda Cancer Institute, we had a doctor on the team with us. And she said something that shocked me. She told me that the reason why at the Uganda Cancer Institute we have so many people from the north, when you reach there is so many people from the north. And the reason why that is because I think when you people are mixing there's that thing, the guinnets, that I think there's a machine or something that you keep using.
I think we call it OD.
You keep that thing. So she said that that is one of the reasons why we have so many people from the north. The numbers are actually overwhelming.
So the thing is, with the machine they use for grinding.
Yes. She said it's very dangerous, it's very deadly, but a lot of people don't know that. That actually surprised me.
Did you ask what is dangerous in the machine?
I know, I didn't. I don't even understand the logic behind that, but she actually mentioned that it's something they don't know, but it's something they should not be doing. That guineas are not supposed to be put through that process. They're supposed to be pounded the normal way. But a lot of them are using a lot of machines and
Yes. We have that grinder. Is it? It's like a big blender.
yeah.
So
So she said it's not advisable. If it's guineas, they're supposed to be pounded the normal way. That is why she said that is one of the reasons why we have so many people from the north, overwhelming numbers at the institute.
And that, wow. So me, I'm from the north. I'm originally from Gulu. When I used to live there, we had a local grinder that we use for grinding OD. It's two stones together, and then you rub it together, then you end up with OD. But recently, I mean, with modernization, they started bringing those machines. It's easier, it's cheaper, and it's faster. So I think a lot of people started going for that.
Oh, it's not advisable. My mom also used to tell me, but I never really saw. I never got her point until that day. So maybe some of the other reasons why a lot of us are battling cancer, like I said, lifestyle choices, smoking, alcohol, the foods that we are eating, the food choices that we are making, failing to exercise, you know, all those. But
Basic stuff.
basic stuff that we can do. But what still baffles me is breast cancer. How? How do I avoid something like that?
If you know something about it, you can tell us.
I know, I promise I don't. Because it's still, it's bad. Like, I am so disturbed. I'm like, how do you avoid breast cancer? Lung cancer is very avoidable. Don't smoke. Don't, it's simple. That one is smoking. But breast cancer, like, how am I going to avoid that? It's something I can't even explain. I can't say that do this and that so that you don't get breast cancer.
I tried reaching out to Uganda Cancer Institute, asking them to come to give me a doctor or for me to go there and interview one of them. So we talk about cancer at length, you know, preventative measures, create awareness, things like that. But I couldn't get through. But I'll keep trying.
You should. They
I
should
think
give.
we need to create more awareness amongst people. Because if you say it's avoidable, then we need to push it further so
It
that
is
people can
avoidable. At least some of them are avoidable. Skin cancer is just, what are you smearing? That is very simple. But breast cancer, I would love to hear. I would love to hear how you can avoid that, because it's breast cancer. Like, I saw the numbers at the institute, and I would love to have an answer. I would love to know how these people can actually avoid things like this, because the numbers there are overwhelming.
That would be interesting, you know, to know what can be done to try to avoid that one. Anyway, I also heard somewhere, like I didn't hear it, but it's proven that sugar is like a
Really?
catalyst for cancer. They say cancer feeds on sugar. So if you can eliminate like sugar from your diet completely, you can prolong. Even if you have it, you can push a few more years
I've never had
into
it.
your
That's
life.
very interesting.
Yeah, including what you
Oh no,
take.
I am drinking it.
Including what you take.
That's very interesting. I have never heard of
So you
that.
didn't hear that at the Cancer Institute about
No,
sugar?
no, I had nothing about sugar.
Well, they say cancer feeds on sugar.
There's a lot of myths about cancer, because now I want to imagine
They say like
a,
sugar is like the fuel for cancer cells. Yeah.
a 5-month-year-old or 1-year-old, because they are there.
Yeah, I think now that's the problem of the parents, how they live their lives. I also saw somewhere that if 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 a parent is pregnant and they drink, smoke, do drugs, then like the kid they're having is most likely to end up with something, probably congenital diseases, uh, worst case scenario even cancer, because I mean they're still growing. So you're feeding them all these toxic things.
Because, like we said, it's the lifestyle choices that we make. That is why I'm actually very drawn to the children, because these are choices that are made by their parents, not by the children themselves. So to see a child battling cancer that they could have, that the parents could have avoided, is just different. That is why I'm very drawn to the children, because you'll find these children playing with each other out of innocence. I saw it at the Cancer Institute, where children are playing with each other, they're laughing. You know, you'll find them gathered around one bed, especially where there's a child that cannot move, where there's a child that is really badly off, and they're just laughing. They are really innocent. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what they're dealing with. There are those that know, but of course, like the little ones,
Most of them don't
they
know.
don't. They don't know. They're just playing. They're just in there playing, in pain, name it. So I'm very drawn to the children. And now for you to say that it's these parents are drinking when they're pregnant, they're smoking. These are things that we can avoid,
These are things we can avoid for sure.
because you put your child on this earth and they have to carry the consequences of your actions for as long as they live, or they never even make it.
For sure, you know, kids who are born from mothers who do like drugs like cocaine,
Yeah.
A baby is born when there are signs, like visible signs, something that they carried on from there. Some of them, they say they're born when they're really tense, they have tight muscles, they are underweight, you know, and they say most of them grew up to be the same. So it's really sad.
Quite unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But anyway, so do we have hope for the kids that are living with cancer?
That is why we exist as a foundation, to create that hope within them. So I can say yes, we do. I mean, cancer is not something that you can cure, but the more support you offer, the more emotional, support you give somebody, you create hope. You create hope. I've seen cases where people are battling the worst kinds of cancers and they pull out of it. So I think it's the support really matters. Like if I had cancer,
God forbid.
God forbid, if I had cancer, it's the amount of support I'm getting. It's not even the medication. It's the amount of showing up is what will keep me going. So
Not even the medication.
Not even medication, because there's a lot of stigma. The moment you have cancer, you're like, it's over for me, which is not the case. It's not really the case.
It's not the case.
It's
not
not the
all
case.
cancer is like alas.
No, not really. It depends on when has it been detected, and medication. Are you receiving the right medication? It does get better.
But how would you know that I have cancer? I'm living with this, especially for the kids you visited. Did you ever ask the parents how they got to know that the kid had something that is unique?
At least for the different types of cancers I have seen, it's normal. Like how you feel sick, you constantly fall sick. It's fatigue, it's dizziness, and for a child, I think it's just, children are meant to be active.
Yeah.
But when you see your child, so laid back, they're not really engaging with others, they're always complaining, my stomach, my head. Other cancers, it's just a swelling. It starts as a small swelling and then it keeps growing and growing and growing. Next thing you know, you have skin cancer. Cancer is tricky. I think for me, the worst cancer is, you see, for even breast cancer, you can do a checkup, They always teach girls how to check if you're okay.
Yeah, even at home.
Exactly. But now, like something like cervical cancer, that needs screening. That one you're not going to know. You're not going to get a fever. You're not going to get headache. You have to go for screening. It's something they encourage us to do as women, to go and screen for cervical cancer. It's not something that you're going to just know out of the blue and say, oh, I think I have no. That one is tricky. It is. First, breast cancer, you can know. Skin cancer, I can't say you can know, but I think you can. Yeah. And that cancer that the kids keep getting, it's...
So you talked about losing loved ones of cancer.
Yes.
Do you remember what type of cancer it was?
Yes. It was cancer of the adrenal gland, something to do with the stomach. It was disturbing. I wasn't there with this person because they're receiving medication from elsewhere. But, constantly talking to them and hearing how they sound, seeing pictures of them losing themselves, The medication comes with a lot. The person completely changes. They look different. They lose weight. They lose their hair. This person looks
totally different.
Totally different. They are not the person. They're unrecognizable.
And that's just undergoing the treatment,
That's
which is
just
not even
treatment.
cancer itself.
So now you can imagine the pain. So I saw this person fade away slowly, by slowly. And that was just hard for me to watch. Because this is somebody who raised me. This is someone I grew up with. So losing them was hard. It was hard for me. And there's so many myths about cancer. People say if you lose people to cancer, that means that cancer is there in your family, like it moves within your family. So that was also hard for me. Yeah.
But is it true?
I don't think so.
So you didn't try to follow up?
No. I don't think it's true. I don't even want to think it's true because I'm in that lineage and I wouldn't want that to be the case.
Okay, so some of the reason why I started this podcast show is because, I think people have experiences they have gone through, they have fought, they have won, some have lost, but these are things you can learn from.
Yeah.
So hearing your side of your story is really, it's really helpful for someone out there who is watching. They could learn something. But, I didn't know there is cancer of the adrenal gland.
It's that's
I,
the
I,
thing about
I
cancer.
can't even imagine how someone gets that cancer, you know.
I know.
So it's like I didn't know there's like plenty of cancers we have, like skin, like almost everywhere in your body can get cancer.
Exactly, it's
It will really
tricky.
be interesting to sit down with some of those doctors at Cancer Institute and we have this conversation at length
Yeah.
because I'm interested in knowing, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that wants to know how cancer comes about. You know, it's a terrible thing that we are fighting, and you said it's very expensive.
It's very expensive to treat. Luckily, we have doctors that are coming with us for the charity event at Mikisa Cancer Home. And the reason why we invited these doctors is just the same reason. We want them to teach people about cancer, talk to people. Actually, we also want them to offer moral support because they understand it better than we do. You know, they see it firsthand. So we have a team of doctors from various hospitals that are coming in to talk to people. So yeah, so help these children. You know, give them hope. Even the guardians. You know, we talk about the patients, but the guardians, many of them leave whatever they are doing. They drop.
It's basically a full-time job to take care of a
Yes,
cancer patient.
yes. Especially if I want to imagine if it's your child, you have to leave everything. You have to give up everything and be there for them full time. But also be able to afford it. You have to have the funds and yet be there to take care of them. Yes, so it's tough. When it's a child, it's just so tough. It's different.
Have you ever met someone that has fought and won cancer,
Yes, I have.
and they are normally now?
They are normal. Walking this earth. That is why I say it's not the end of the world.
Is it a miracle to fight cancer and win it, or is something that you have to discover early?
It's
Like,
early
are
detection.
there steps someone can take to actually fight cancer and win it?
It's early detection. When you detect it earlier, you're going to receive treatment. You receive the right treatment, you'll get better. Yeah. But for the girls, screening for cervical cancer is very important.
Which is the most common with girls,
Yes,
breast and cervical.
very important. The earlier you detect it, the better.
So you talked about starting to go to schools and create awareness about cancer
Yes.
among its young adults, we should say. Are they
Yeah.
adults or they are still children?
Young adults.
Young adults. When do you intend on starting this?
We had intended to do this in towards the end of their term, probably in December. We wanted to visit, for now, single-sex schools. That's girls' schools. Specifically, we talk about cervical cancer. You know, we encourage them to do screening. I think it's 70,000 at many of the hospitals.
Ah,
So
70,000.
yeah.
Ah, really nice for you to come with a figure for us because
So it's very important.
someone might think like screening is like $1,000,000
no,
shillings.
no. At least the one hospital I've been to, it's 70,000. So we just
What
intend
hospital was
to
that?
in Zambia.
In Zambia Hospital.
We just intend to encourage them to, you know, go get yourself tested, know where you stand. The earlier, the better. Yeah.
So that will be per term or that will be once a year?
I think every term a different school because we can't go to the same school more than one time in a term. So maybe we'll schedule every time we go to a different school.
No, you know, we have a lot of people watching our show. So with your foundation, what's the most important thing? Or let's say, what are some of the most important things you wish someone could, you know, donate that will help you, you know, fulfill your goals in regard to the foundation?
All
Let's
right.
say transportation. Let's say a home. You know, things
Okay.
like that. Are there some of the things that you like to wish you have?
Okay, so from my own experience, I think the cancer homes that we visited, the things they ask for the most are the toiletries. That is toilet paper, soap, you know. So where we have female patients, sanitary towels, those are the items that they ask for the most. And I think those are the items that are donated the most. Now, for food items, it's different because when you donate food items, these items are not given to the patients directly. Patients don't have where they're going to cook from. So these get taken away from them by the institute. And they're taken and they're kept. And we want to think they're cooked. I prefer if we donate items that these patients get individually, items that are not going to be taken away from them and then given, but items that we can give them personally. You know that I've given you toilet paper, I've given you sanitary towels, I've given you soap, I've given you toothpaste, I've given you those kinds of items. Those are the items they ask for the most, because when you're in the hospital, you cannot offer medicine. You're not going to be able to buy medicine. That is that is way different. But what you can offer is something that someone can use on a daily basis. So it's those toiletries. Those are the items that they need the most. Then for the cancer homes, with the children, it's scholastic materials, because in those cancer homes they are receiving education.
Oh,
So
okay.
where you can give pens, books, textbooks. We have people who offer us textbooks they have used, and we take them to the students as a reading material. So for the cancer homes like the one we are visiting, it's scholastic materials. We have girls, yes, girls that are 14 to 18 years. So those might need things like sanitary towels as well. So those can also be offered. But I think the general items are toiletries. Yeah.
So I'm still interested in knowing if you have a figure. You talked about that cancer, that treating cancer is very expensive.
Very.
Is it the medication?
It's the medication, because this is something you receive on a daily basis.
And you have to buy it on a daily basis.
Exactly.
So you're
So
basically spending on a daily and you're not earning. And if you don't have, you don't get
you don't
treatment.
get, as simple as that.
Oh wow, that's that is sad.
Yeah. So for the for the parents that have to drop their jobs to take care of their children, that's just different, because now you don't have a source of income, but you have to keep this person alive for as long as you can. So that's just, it's different. That's why we are so drawn to the children.
So within your foundation, do you intend to offer some of this relief for the drugs in the near future in case you get access to? Are you allowed to get these drugs? Can someone donate, let me say, drugs from outside to your foundation to distribute to your homes? Is it allowed even? Is it possible?
Not really. So for something like that, I think what if someone has interest in donating, they donate cash. They pay prior. They pay prior so that this person can get the medication that they need. But you cannot offer the drugs. You know, that's a bit complicated. But offering, when you pay or clear their medical bills, that's different. They'll get the medication that they need. But we are not allowed to get medicine and donate it to the patients. That if we were allowed to give medicine, I would have bought those patients as much medicine as they need. But it's not something that we can do, because we all know what they need to get better is medication. So in this, we would have been collecting medicine, but it's not something that we can do. So we just, if you feel the need to help a patient that way, you can just clear their medical bill,
Oh,
but not buy
which
them
is also
medicine.
known.
Yes, you can just walk up to the hospital, you know how much they need to access their medical services, and then you can clear. But
So
not,
they treat them per stage.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's something you can clear, but don't buy medicine, because they will not take it.
So you can walk up to a hospital, actually pay someone's medical bill for the entire treatment, and then all they have to do is just get their treatment
Just get
until
their
they are
treatment.
better, then they can leave.
Yes, but don't buy medicine. That's just unacceptable. And I also want to imagine if you had a hospital where you're supposed to be offering medication, but someone walks in with the medication you're supposed to be offering the patient. That means this person is basically under your roof, but you're not going to make from them, because they've gotten everything they need from elsewhere. So it's tricky. Medication is not something that we can offer.
But you can offer other things.
Yeah, financial. You can offer financial services. You can support them financially. That is accepted. Yeah.
So let's say there's someone out there who really has watched this thing and is touched, and they want to, they want to help. They want to offer help. Like, how would they reach you to offer help? Let's say donate something.
Okay, so I think I'll leave my number, my contact details behind. We have a WhatsApp group. We have TikTok page. We have Instagram. We're on Twitter. If you're looking for us, it's All for Love Charity. So you can reach us on those different platforms, but I'll leave my contact details below for anybody who is interested. It's showing up that matters. You don't have to have items to give. You could just come with us, see what other people are actually going through, understand what people are going through. Maybe that way you'll be touched. There's an impact to it. So yeah, I'll leave my contact details, and then whoever is interested can reach out. Yes.
So you talked about having another charity this year. Could you please tell us about it?
So for the one that we are having in September, it's at Mikisa Cancer Home. Like I said, it's Makere Chikoni. It's a branch of Bless a Child Foundation, and we are going to visit children. This, aside the hardship with watching someone battling cancer, they're actually fun. These events are actually fun because you dance with children who are innocent, who don't know what's going on. You just put a smile to the child's face. They don't even know what they're battling, but you're just dancing with them. You're giving them lots of toys. You're conversing with them. You're taking pictures, sweets. It's fun. It's lots of fun. That is why I say showing up matters. Because, well, you're going to come with soap, tissue, offer this child. They might not understand the impact at that stage, but the dancing, the music, the sweets, the toys, that's different. So that is why showing up matters. So we shall be with these children on the 13th of September from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We usually organize transport because we have different teams. We have people that come from Entebbe, we have people that come from Kampala, and those that come from Mukono.
So even those that come with their own cars can join?
Yes, even those that come with their own cars can join. It's just that communication has to be made, because when we are going to this cancer home, they also expect us to let them know what numbers we are coming with. So we can't have people coming in like without informing us. So yeah, if you're interested in attending, we put you to the WhatsApp group. We let you know.
You have a WhatsApp group, eh?
Yes. So we actually let you know what items we are interested in. We have people volunteering. Whoever is in the group is volunteering. Someone handles social media, someone handles transportation. We have people that collect the items. We are working together as a team. So as long as you're interested, you just reach out to me. It will be 13th September, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yes.
Where would be the meeting point for people that are going?
For people that are coming from Entebbe, it's usually at the Express, where the Express starts from, here in Kampala.
Yeah.
Then for the people in Kampala, we normally get them from Victoria University. Then for the people in Mukono, from UCU. Most of them that are coming from Mukono actually from UCU. So that's where they all come from. Yes.
So this is it's a whole full operation with a lot of people coming together.
A lot of people, and
also people in volunteering to offer services.
I want to thank my friends, because my friends have been my biggest support system. They have showed up in ways that I can't imagine. I have friends that are like I'm seated here, but I know there is somebody that's passing the message to as many people, passing the flyer to as many people as they can. My friends have been my biggest support system. So yeah.
So I'll ask you a personal question. Has someone ever reached up to you, someone influential in our country, to try and support your foundation?
No, not really.
You don't have to mention names.
But people have pushed me to meet influential people.
Or let's say an organization.
Yes, we've
have come to you and said, we are doing this for you. Thank you for doing such things for the community.
We've had an organization sponsor us at the Uganda Cancer Institute. And they gave us like a voucher. They said, you can go and pick items worth this much. This is what we are giving back. So yeah, we've had an organization do that. And if there's an organization out there that feels like they need to support us, we are open. Our arms are open. There's accountability that will be given, so you don't have to worry.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing nowadays. People fear that most people do these charity events for themselves, rather than reaching out to the people that are actually wishing to give to.
But also, you see, if you're an organization and that's your biggest worry, what you do, just offer like a voucher. Just tell us, pick this items worth this much. Do not offer cash.
Or we are
So when
giving
we
you
walk in,
transportation
exactly,
for
so
this.
that it's nothing monetary. We just walk in, we get these items. We tell you we've picked items match this what, like as much as this price. Then you just clear. We don't have to pick cash from you. Then if you want to sponsor transportation, you just offer vehicles and you say these vehicles are going to transport the team. So it's nothing monetary.
So let's say it's monetary. Do you have accountabilities to like give back to the organization
Yes,
to say,
we definitely do. If you give us money, we account for that money and we let you know the money that you gave us did this and this. Maybe it covered transportation, maybe it bought toiletries, maybe it handled scholastic materials. We always give accountability because there's so many foundations out there, you know, but you want to stand out, you want to be intentional with people's resources
yeah,
because
that's
money
true,
is hard
that's
to
true.
get.
Yeah, that's true.
So we always we offer that accountability.
Okay, so lastly, before we close up, who do you think is most susceptible? Is it to get cancer? Do you think cancer is for everyone? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who think, you know what, me cancer can't get me.
I think everybody is susceptible to getting cancer, but in my own experience, I think prostate cancer is, you know, it's more common.
So everyone can actually get cancer,
Everybody can get cancer, but something about prostate cancer,
and it can
it's
come at any stage
at any stage.
of someone's life.
By the time we have children with it, any stage, anytime. It's a fast-paced world. People's lifestyles have changed, so expect it at any time. It doesn't have an age to it.
Thank you so much, Anne, for coming on the show.
You're welcome, and thank you
Well,
so
you
much
had
for
it.
having me.
Everyone can get cancer, even you watching. So Anne here has a foundation. They support cancer patients, most especially kids. So they are taking whichever help you can give. It could be clothes, it could be emotional support, it could be monetary, it could be anything. So please, let's spread this awareness. Let's make sure everyone knows that cancer is for everyone and we could stop it. She also said it, that it's something that can be avoided and prevented before you even get to the treatment stage. And the treatment is very expensive, you know. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. If you find this very useful to you, please share, subscribe, like, and spread the gospel to everyone else that needs to know this thing. Even you yourself, you need to know. I'm pretty sure your friends need to know too. Because cancer is an everyone's thing. As long as you're a living thing, you can get it. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.